Okay, for the last 2 weeks, I've gotten inundated with what is a dry bag, how does it work, and what does it do in water. So, just going to show you our standard dry bag size, much like everybody else's dry bag size. And all it is a plastic bag that you fold over, keeps your stuff dry. But what I have here is I have a speaker about the same weight as a GoPro. I got a cell phone. I've got a passport. I've got house keys. And instead of another passport, because I only have one passport, I'm just throwing in our daily tasks book. And then you just hold the bag open. Dump your items in, and then what we do is we just fold this over. Okay, you fold it over once or twice. I usually just do twice. I know my wife does like 2 or 3 times. I am not that stringent on it. And then you buckle it up like this. Okay, that's a dry bag. Now, it's not, as you can see, I didn't inflate it intentionally or anything. I just left the natural air that fills in around the items you got in your bag. It's kind of limp, and it's kind of how we all keep our dry bags. Again, some people fill it up, roll it over 3 or 4 times till it's tight. Other people are lazy like me. I figure for this demo, being lazy is more closer to failure being a potential, but then we're going to show you what it does in the water. It's going to take me a second to get in the dinghy. All right, we're in our dinghy. There's our boat. The wind is coming from the north. The current is coming actually kind of dead right now, but it is coming from the north, and we are drifting slowly away from the boat. And then this is our dry bag, and if we throw it overboard, that's what it does. Now, as you can see, my dinghy is out of the water more. It catches more wind. The wind is pushing me at a faster pace than the dinghy, or than the dry bag, sorry. The dinghy is being pushed because we get more windage. The wind is hitting us more, the wind's affecting us more. But the dry bag will just sit there and float, and I have complete confidence in it because I threw my cell phone and my passport in there. And as you can tell, there's the boat. We haven't made it that far. There's the dry bag, and here we are. That's how far away it has gotten in 1 minute. There's our boat. That's how far away we've gotten in roughly 2 minutes. And right now, if I wanted to, it would take me about a minute to take my anchor out of there, throw it overboard. But you can see the distance between my dry bag and my dinghy just based off of windage. Pulling up alongside the dry bag, scooping it up, put it in the dinghy, head back to the mothership. Then we open the dry bag, we unfold it, and if we look in here, we can see a little bit of water got in because I only folded it a couple of times. So that's a little damp. So, people want to know how a dry bag works. That's how a dry bag works. Will I now be folding mine over 3 times? For sure. But it'll even stay afloat while taking on a little bit of water. But it will not float as fast as a dinghy. Our dinghy takes on so much windage that items floating in the water are affected more by the wind.